So the purpose in terms of what you said about it must come before relationship, innit?
Yeah.
That's not us saying that they don't matter. Because one thing I want people to understand about life here is it's never either or, it's always and. So relationships are important, and so is your purpose, innit? But the reason why you got to put your purpose just before is because that's how you can get the best. That's how you become the best for her, innit? When you're in your purpose, not in just financial level, from the emotional level, from a confidence level, you become the best version of yourself, innit? And your girl will want the best version of you. You know what I'm saying?
For me, the deepest part of that is like aligning with your purpose, which is a perfect segue into the way of the superior man. So let's talk about that book, man. So as you guys know, I've read that seven times. I'm definitely gonna read it again.
Every man.
You guys, have you read that?
They have to read it.
Yeah. Say that again, bro.
Every man must read it.
Why?
That's like a Bible for a man.
Honestly, bro. Every man, and I'm like, obviously, like, you know, I love my women. His books are there for you, but I feel like this is a proper like a book here that a man needs to read it, because in the day, obviously, men and women, we're both equal kind of thing. Both treat equal, but we're not the same, innit? I'm saying,
100%.
and there's certain things that men will go through, on a biological level and also an emotional level, that, you know, that need that kind of advice, innit? That's why we like, you know, create a podcast to help men. You've got these men safe spaces coming about now. Men's mental health is coming about now, because, you know, the most suicides happen within men. You know what I'm saying? So it's good, innit? And this is a book to allow men to learn how to be a man, because a lot of these are men, you know, especially in our community, that are dads in their lives kind of thing, innit? So it's why even if you never done in your life, bro, like, you still need to read this book and it teaches the foundations of, you know, basically it's set on purpose, women and sex, innit? And teach you to do the foundations, innit?
That's it.
So let me jump in there. Obviously we've all read the book, so what's you guys' own definition of a superior man, in your own opinion?
I'll jump in first. My definition of a superior man is a man who is aligned with his purpose and living as close to his edge as possible. So being the best version of himself, aligning with him, and being so hell bent on trying to achieve his purpose that he puts that before anything.
Strong.
That's my definition.
I think mine's the exact same, bro. Like, I think the foundation to a man is the purpose, innit? Because I feel that's what gives us life, bro. Like, now, we talk about how right now we're at a point now, we're very content with our lives, we're happy. That's because we've got our purpose, in it. And men, we really value purpose, bro. Like, that's our nature, bro. Like, to struggle, bro. Like, to solve problems, to problem solve, bro. From our ancestors back in the day, used to fight in wars, used to build things. Look at all these things we've built. Like men, like we're literally made to, you know, have purpose, and problem solve kind of thing, innit? So I feel like when you align yourself to that, like, you just feel a lot more content, innit? So for me, superior man is number one, living to the purpose that matters to you, and living at edge, beyond your fears, and doing what's best for the purpose and the well-being of the great society, innit?
Strong.
Strong. What I would say quickly, because we're touching on purpose now, what was I gonna say? A chapter in the book, it said you should put your purpose ahead of your relationships. Do you get what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of men, especially, they'll be in a relationship with a girl and they'll put this girl ahead of their purpose in life. Do you get what I mean? But really, that purpose is going to provide food for your family in the future.
Of course.
So that always needs to be number one in your life. Your purpose.
And even adding on to what Tay said, 110% agree. My biggest takeaway from the book, and this is something I live by, like in my room, it's funny because as I'm talking, I'm just seeing quotes, because in my room I have a whiteboard, I have 3 sections. I have affirmations, goals, and key quotes. So affirmations, things I say to myself every day. Goals I'm trying to see and remind myself of every day. And then quotes. So these are life quotes, and a lot of them have come from the book, The Way to Superior Man. And one of them on there is 2 things. Choose a woman who chooses you. Remind me about that. Remind me of that. I'm going to get back to that. I haven't spoken about relationships to everyone on the podcast yet, but this might be the one, man. I have to go. All right, cool. And then the second point is, if you put your woman first, you put her last. And the reason why I say that, and this is something I've kind of learned and taken into my mindset, is because as a man, not saying don't put your woman first, but don't put your woman first. I'm saying it because at the end of the day, what she says might not always be what she wants. And what I mean by that is, like, if you put your woman before everything, before your purpose, you're not going to keep her for very long, because how you got her is how you keep her. So what that means is, like, I say to the man them all the time, before you was in a relationship, before you got with your babes that you're with now, you was in the gym, you was aligned with your purpose, you was living life in your edge, you was being the most.
That's what attracted her.
That's what attracted her, because opposites attract. She was a feminine woman who she was attracted to you because you was living in your most masculine essence on the polarity scale to be the most masculine man. So now, why are you in a relationship with her? Are you gonna now blunt yourself as an object? Be the sharpest weapon you can be.
And I'll even argue you're not even the same person anymore. Like the person that she like rated or fell in love with or want to be with that's not you no more.
Yeah, because now
she rated somebody with ambition, with drive. That was in the gym, like you said. You're not that no more kind of thing. So like in the day, it's about being and keeping and being consistent with who you are, kind of thing, innit? So the purpose in terms of what you said about it must come before relationship, innit?
Yeah,
that's not us saying that they don't matter. Because one thing I want people to understand about life is it's never either or, it's always and. So relationships are important, and so is your purpose, innit? But the reason why you got to put your purpose just before is because that's how you can get the best. That's how you become the best for her, innit? When you're in your purpose, not in just financial level, from the emotional level, from a confidence level, you become the best version of yourself, innit? And your girl will want the best version of you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So the reason why it's got to come just before, even though both are important, it's not and or, it's and. So it's not either or, it's and. However, you want to make sure you're the best person for your wife and for your family, kind of thing, and you do that by being on your purpose.
Facts. 110%.
Strong. What was I gonna say? I was gonna tap into something there. Boom. It's lost my
well, I'll jump in there, like 100% agree with what you're saying, because like it's not either or, it's and when it comes to like women and stuff, you gotta live as a man, in alignment with who you are. And that's what I said last episode, you got to be selfish to be selfless. In order for me, let's say scenario now, I'm in a relationship, I've been with my babes for 2 years. In order for me to be the best man that I can be for my babes, for my woman, for my other half, I need to be the best version of myself for me. I need to do the things that align with me. I need to live at my edge for me, so that I can be the ultimate superior man to make her become that superior woman, or allow her to be not even allow her, but you know what I'm trying to say, to complement that energy.
So what I was gonna say now, so there'll be times where your girl might say to you, I want you to put me first. But what she really means when she says that is, I want you to put me first so you can I want you to put yourself first so you can put me first. You understand what I mean?
Facts.
Like I feel like sometimes how girls are wired, it's like they say something that they want, but really they want the complete opposite. Do you understand what I mean? So be careful with that. You get me? Like, always put yourself
also,
first.
I want to say this as well, that like, I feel like a good woman, all the women that I would want, we want me to be happy, innit? I feel like we want each other like to be happy, innit? I'd even say Ep24 saying on the bus, innit? So I went to the bus though, as I'm driving here, innit? Nothing wrong with the bus, by the way. I don't know why. I don't know why I said that. But and he was saying how like flipping, you know, when they get married now, like they need to be happy as one, innit? And a good woman, would want to see you happy, innit? You would want to both be happy, innit? As a man now, if you get to your purpose now, you'll never truly be happy, innit? And as a woman, surely you want your man to be happy, innit? So if he's not landed with purpose now, and he gets in that now, is he really going to be as happy as he could be, innit? And you'll get a better version of him now, when he's on his purpose now, and he's happy in his life now, and he can project that happiness, with you, innit? As long as you're not, like, as long as you're still making time for all that kind of stuff, but also understanding that fact that purpose gives a man his happiness, innit? And as a woman, what kind of woman I want my woman to want me to be happy, innit? And that comes from me being on my purpose, innit?
Facts. Bro, too many gems. Even again on that, I believe that something I learned from the book is that your woman doesn't want to be your main priority. It's almost like she wants you to prioritize your deepest purpose and flow all your energy into that, so that energy can flow into her.
Back to her. That's
and
what
do you know what I'm trying to say? So like, as a man, you need to be hell bent on achieving the highest lengths of success that you can, so that now when you've reached that optimum ulterior, aka superior level as a man, now as a superior man, you can give her that superior energy to help embody her superior self as a woman. You know
also, one thing I think is important as well, is men, especially ambitious ones like us, like we forget that relationships also commitment as well, innit? And although you're pushing for these higher goals, you still gotta make time for your girl, innit? Like I feel like people might look at me now and be like, oh Oscar, you're so busy with the tail, I don't know how you're gonna get a girl. But I've said to myself, when I get one, I'll actually make time for that girl, innit? Because like what's the point in me having a girlfriend now if I'm not gonna make time for that girl, innit? So that's one thing that I want people to remember now, is that you've committed to something now, you still owe that some work, in it. It's never either or, it's always and in it, kind of thing. And now the book mentions that now, where even if it goes now, the book said you're better off like giving her like an hour of undivided attention, bro, rather than trying to give her like 5 hours now, but you're on your phone, you're making calls. Like the book says that she'll appreciate it more if you give her like even an hour of undivided, you're hers for that hour, rather than giving her 5 hours now, and you're looking elsewhere, or like you're trying to take physicals, all that kind of stuff, innit?
110%.
I feel like everything's attention. I don't really think it's more of a time thing, it's more the attention that you're giving your girl. Do you understand what I mean? Like if you set it could be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of the day where you're just solely focused on your girl. She hasn't got nothing to complain about, because she knows that during this time it's just me and your time. Do you understand what I mean? So that's important, man.
Facts. And even doubling back on that, I feel like as a man, as a man, you need to have a strong sense of direction. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like another thing that book taught me is the power of leadership, in terms of and how it coincides with masculine energy. The masculine is meant to be the leader. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Not saying that means all women now should go and submit, but generally speaking, masculine energy should lead. You know what I'm trying to say? Know how to take the lead as a man. That's something that I've even learned or had to learn. And like I said earlier in this episode about like reading books and you can learn things about the bedroom, etc. I have learned a lot. Both, not saying man's learning, but I'm being real. I have. Like, I swear on the book actually has taught me certain stuff that I can apply to whether it's my day-to-day life.
Spirit man.
Way spirit man.
Last couple chapters were a bit crazy.
It's talking about like sex, women and like, man. So it's really that real.
Chapters there still, but like, they make sense.
Something like penetrate a woman like you penetrate the world or something.
100%.
That one was deep.
And that's deep. So what's your interpretation of that?
I said it on the gem on the last episode. I was saying that whatever you're doing in life, go full throttle, go all the way in. Do you get me? So whatever you're doing in your life, whether it's a business, go fully into that. But with your girl, go fully into that too.
It's a great analogy, from thinking it, because it's man, like when it's bedroom time, they're going and putting that work in it, but they ain't putting that same work yet for that goes on there. So now that's a great analogy still.
It's true. It's really that real. And another.
But even Vex as well, man are working hard to even just grab it. Like, you see what I mean? Like all these low value men, or like low frequency men, trying to find a girl just to get a quick chop, whatever. Like, bro, like man are going the ham, bro. Man are putting overtime to find these girls or whatever. Where if they put that same time into growing something on their purpose, one, like the girls will come with that, and two, like you'll be a happier, more fulfilled person. So you guys are offering that such low frequencies, bro. I'm saying that, and it's damaging, fam.
Definitely. And also, like, again, this is something I've still learned. So don't see it like you guys watching as like, oh yeah, Tyler's some god who does this, because I'm learning, and that's why I read the book 7 times. It's really that real. Do you know what I mean? But 2 things I want to say, doubling back on what you guys both said about 10 minutes ago about prioritizing your woman and making time. I've learned how to prioritize and make time, like you said. Like, obviously I'm single now. I'm not in a relationship or anything, but when I talk to, say if I'm talking to someone, they'll say to me, oh, you're so busy, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm busy, but I will make time. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because at the end of the day, you need to make time for, I see the right woman as an investment. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So you need to make time to deepen and invest further into her. Do you know what I mean? Be a best man for yourself so that you can be a better woman, a better man for her. Sorry, do you know what I'm trying to say? 100%. And then the second thing I wanted to talk about is polarity.
But quickly before we go into the new topic now, one quick thing, because the book mentions that as well, is the fact that don't get lost in tasks. You remember that chapter? And then it speaks about how like you work hard, to have the freedom to kind of do what you want, make time for yourself in it. So like don't get lost in tasks. Don't think being a man is all about tasks. It's also about making time for your family, also about making time for your own mental, sharpen the saw, all that kind of stuff in it. So don't get lost in tasks, and like you said, also find time for other things in it. You work hard to find time for these things in it.
That's something that I dealt with, like what I do every single day. Like I write a to-do list, so I got a to-do list of what I need to do throughout the day. But sometimes you can get so caught up with that list, it's like nothing else matters now. I'm only focused on these tasks. Do you understand what I mean? You don't make no time for anyone else, your family, your friends.
Of course,
100%. What I want to talk about now is polarity. So like again, this is something I've learned from the book, but it also talks about, it also kind of coincides with my beliefs in spirituality and stuff. Everything in life is polarity. I'm gonna give you some examples. You got night and day. You got hot and cold. You got old and young. You got yin and yang. You got masculine and female energy. I'm not talking about the embodiment. So I'm not talking about a man and a woman. Let's look at the energy now. So opposites attract. Yin and yang attract. Hot and cold, opposites attract. So when it comes to you and finding a partner now, you need to firstly understand where do you sit on the polarity scale. You can be a man who could be a bit more of a feminine man, which is perfectly fine. Or you could be a woman who could be embody more masculine traits as a woman, which is perfectly fine.
You need to find your opposite.
Thank you. So now your polar opposite, the person that's going to reach the highest level of sexual attraction in terms of energy, is someone who's directly on the opposite side of that polarity scale. So I would say that I'm a masculine man. So that means when I'm looking for a partner now, I'm only looking to seek out feminine
it hits
women.
Different, like,
do you know what I'm trying
when
to
you run that feminine energy, it just hits different.
It definitely does.
I'm definitely like, I just want that. I'm attracted to feminine energy, bro. Like it just hits different, innit? And obviously, as you said, you got to know where you sit on that polarity, innit? And you can feel it, bro. Like you can feel when you're around certain people, whether you're a girl, you're a boy, you can feel the energy that they kind of
feel it in your gut.
I think the book says about how like it'll kind of like makes you feel at home kind of thing, innit? So like that's such a great point there, bro.
100%. And that's why I live by like polarity. I say this to you all the time, like everything in life is polarity. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So for me, masculine male, my highest level of sexual attraction in the complete polar opposite would be that feminine woman. So that's why I choose to seek out. So it's almost like, oh, do you have a type? Even on a deep one, you can see like, you can say you have physical manifestations of your type, so like certain complexion, certain hair, but deep down your type is the polar opposite of what you are. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Again, Tay, Austin, masculine man, so your polar opposite, the highest level of attraction, aka your type when it comes to energy, is that feminine woman. And the second thing I wanted to talk about, because bro, as you can tell, 7 times we read this book in it, so I could be here for days, bro.
This guy's been wanting to get to the chest for a minute. That's why a minute.
Drop his gems.
Next one.
It's really that real,
I got a moment,
I got
nah,
bare gems,
bro. You're good at ham still, bro.
I rock with it.
Cool. Yeah. As a man, I also believe that you should be stoic, and what that means is a stoic person is someone who is set in stone. This microphone right now is stoic because it's not moving. Do you know what I'm trying to say? As a man, as masculine, as people who embody masculine energy, we need to be stoic and unwavered. Austin could come to me right now and be like, "Yo, can't lie, Ty and Tay, your podcast is shit," but I'm stoic. So regardless of what you say, whether you affirm me or try to affirm me, you do not affirm me. So I'm not going to be wavered. Do you know what I'm trying to say? As a man, be set in your direction and allow your polar opposite to come and complement your direction rather than sway you from your direction. Do you know what I mean?
Went in, bro. You
need to be like a rock. That's what I'm saying. As a masculine, someone who embodies masculine energy, be a rock, be stoic.
Yeah, cause obviously like you need a balance in it. So obviously like, because the book speaks about as well, innit, of like speaks about how like when you're never change your man for women kind of thing, innit?
To please
like,
a woman.
Yeah, to please a woman, sorry. That's not saying that you can't give advice, because obviously you can, innit? But like, don't just do it for the sense of like, oh, like she's so pretty, I'm gonna change my mind just to make her happy, innit? Do it because you generally have changed your mind, innit? And she's helped you to get to a point where you've changed your mind, innit? The same with what you're saying about, having set in your ways, because bro, I could take this so much deeper, but like even
let's go deep.
Because even with Gary Vee speaks as well, innit, of like the importance of conviction, innit? And knowing what you want. A lot of us will face challenges right now, where you might want to do something now, and your parents might not be supporting you, or your friends might support you, but you got to have that conviction in your mind to know, this is what I want, I'm going to get there, no matter what anyone says, innit? Look at Kanye West, but he was saying that he's going to be who he is years before it happened, kind of thing. So what Ty's saying, you need as a man to have that conviction kind of thing, to know, this is where I want to get to, and also on a deep level now, even facing insecurity, innit? So we live in a time now, where people might look at us, man, and be like, oh, who these man think they are, or you got a podcast, or you read books, and mock us for that, innit? But it comes down to being stoic and knowing who you are. No one knows me better than I know myself, innit? So why would I care about your opinion of me now, but you don't know me? Only I know me, kind of thing, innit? So the thing of like, you got to have the conviction now, of I know myself, innit? I know who I am, and because I know who I am now,
so
no other opinion can affect me, bro.
Sway you.
I know who I am.
Because you're stoic.
You know what I'm saying? So that's deep, man.
Strong.
Loving
it. I love it. I got more, bro. I got more. Listen,
drop them.
Next one, another thing that I took from the book, and I definitely apply this to everyday life, and it's deep, and it says that men grow through challenge and women grow through praise, and it's so true. So we got to look at what he's saying as the cause, and then we got to see the effect. So let's take it in the men's side. Men grow through challenge. And what does that mean? That looks like when you're younger and you're in school, and the man is like, oh, I bet I'm faster than you. You're gonna try and race him and try and see who can compete and be first. So now you're gonna be able to grow, because say if me and Tay had a race now and Tay is faster than me, he's now grown himself because he's been able to win that challenge. Men grow through challenge. Or when a man, I'm like, oh yeah, let's have a gym session together. It might even be a bit of ego that coincides with it, whether that's right or wrong, but it is what it is. Who can bang the most weights, or who can go to the deepest level in the gym? That's challenge. So as a man, you're allowing yourself to grow and further and stretch yourself in order to grow through the challenge that you're being presented with. Women grow through praise. So that's the cause. The effect of that now is, say we've all got girlfriends now, what do women want? Number one, reassurance. Do you know what I'm saying? Every woman wants to be reassured, and that's standard. They grow through praise. Women grow, I see women like a flower. You have to like water that plant and like feed them words of affirmations. Feed them words of affirmations to help them grow. Do you know what I mean? Because women grow through praise. Women grow through reassurance. So when you're talking to a girl now, reassure her. It doesn't make you a simp. It makes you a real man to be able to reassure your woman and let her know that she is set in her position and she is almost stoic in being your woman. Do you know what I mean?
That's such a big gem, man. That's one thing that I learned from the book, innit, or like which I didn't know before, innit, about talking to women about how to give them that praise now, and with that the way that you kind of view that, innit, because with us now, I'm the type of person where if you praise me now, like I've got the conviction where it's not gonna change me, innit. innit? Whereas with them now, give them that reassurance, they're doing the right thing, innit? So like when a girl like does something nice for me, for example, just like saying that, like, man really appreciate that kind of thing, innit? And I'll make her keep wanting to do it, like. And also I feel like I learned this now, is that it kind of tells her how you want to be loved, innit? So if she does something now, that you like now, innit, that she might have supported you in a certain type of way now, you give her that praise for that, reassurance, she goes, okay, cool, he likes that kind of thing, let me do more of that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's also showing her how you want to be loved, on like on a smart level kind of thing. And also like I think it says something about like the gym kind of thing, like rather like a lot of men like rather to go like get in the gym, that's not nice, bro. Like even and the thing is with that now, I think it goes beyond women kind of thing, it goes to anybody, bro. If I say to you, Ty, like like bro, you're fat, like get in the gym kind of thing. Although as I agree, challenge might push you, that's not sustainable, bro, you know what I'm saying? But when I say Ty, like, or say to a girl like, like I'm seeing the gains now, like, I'm seeing that kind of come to fruition now, that's gonna motivate them more without having to worry about pushing yourself on an anger level. You're more push yourself on a level of like, one, I want to look better for my man or my women, and two, like I'm starting to enjoy it now, because I'm seeing like the kind of praise for it.
Facts.
Strong. So I want to bring it somewhere. So touching on like speaking to your people about maybe getting into the gym or going to do things to better themselves. Something in the book, it said you should learn to enjoy your friends' criticism. Do you understand what I mean? I feel like every single man and females as well, but you need to understand that criticism isn't always a bad thing. Criticism can help you. Do you understand what I mean? So like take criticism in and filter out whether this criticism is constructive or if it's hurting you. Do you understand what I mean?
Of course, but I feel like one thing the book mentions here, which is so important, which obviously which is what you said, but there's one key thing that the book says I think is so important, and it goes, take criticism from people that are also leaning into their fears. You know what I'm saying? Or that there is so key, bro, because there's people that will give you criticism now, on how to run a business, for example, but they've had that idea for the past 10 months and they even started it kind of thing. So like you can't take advice from him because his advice is really insecurity, innit? And there's some people now that might see something now, but their advice is really of insecurity, fam. They're saying it from an insecure point of view of like, you can't do that, because they feel like they can't do it, so they're putting that on you now, innit? So you gotta look at people, and take advice on people that are also leaning beyond their fears, innit? Because they're more trustworthy, bro. The book says, a man who leans into his fears, is more trustworthy than a man, who's scared of his fears, and leans back, innit, or conforms. So you gotta look at who's giving you that advice, and ask them, are they saying that from a point of view of insecurity, or are they themselves, acts on their fears, innit, kind of thing. So that's so important.
Facts. 100%. So back onto your point about polarity, boy, we're gonna be here all day. We're gonna be here all day.
I feel like one thing, I don't know if it links polarity, but the book says about choosing a woman now, that kind of, because one thing I feel like as men, I feel like we just want perfection, fam. And when we don't need that, like, I feel like it comes to relationship in general now, what do you actually want from a man or woman, innit? And that's why I feel like this is more for the people, like the men that are on their purpose, innit? Because when you're on your purpose now, you know what you want from women, innit? Because you know yourself. When you got that, you're reading books, you're working yourself, you know what you need in your life, that can be an asset kind of thing, innit? You know what you need, innit? I feel like as men now, and people in general, stop looking for perfection. Stop looking for, like the book says, stop looking for accountant, flipping, porn star, flipping, best friend, like, you know what I'm saying? Pick what you actually really need for a woman now, and because at the end of the day, no one's perfect, though. Like, trying to find a woman that's perfect, it's impossible, bro. You'll be looking forever. Nobody's perfect. Everyone's got flaws. I have flaws. You've got flaws. She has flaws, innit? So rather than looking for a woman now, that is perfect, look for women now that when you're on your purpose now, fits into what you need in a woman kind of thing, innit? I think that's so important, fam.
Facts. Again,
but also one last thing is also having the no-nos as well, innit, of like what you don't want from a girl, innit? Like, or and vice versa. Like as a man, say for example you're a Christian man and you need a Christian girl, and that is your no-no, and stand on that. But if that's you, stand on that. Or you're a man that never takes drugs, and you want a girl that don't take drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's fine, but stand that kind of thing. So understand what your no-nos are, because in the end of the day, if you end up conforming to your non-negotiables, even if you conform to that now, you're gonna affect relationship now, innit? Because now, like, it's not fair on her, innit? You chose, you're gonna try to change her now relationship now, but you chose her in that state, innit? So you can't get into it now, and try and change her because you're the one who picked her, innit? So understand, what your non-negotiables are, and then if she has those, rather than waste her time, just leave it.
That's why I feel like every man especially should have morals that they live by. I've got 13 morals that I've written down, that I read through every day, that no matter who it is, if they go against these morals, it's not that. Do you get me? I have to cut ties. Do you understand what I mean? So I feel like every man should have these morals in their life and stand on them. If someone stands outside of these morals, you got to have a conversation with them, type of thing. Do you understand?
Of course. I feel like definitely. I feel like a man, as a man and girl, like your values need to align 100%. Like your values definitely need to align.
Boy, facts.
This guy's gonna go on for. See with this book, yeah, I've only read it once. There's limited amount of things.
Of course, yeah, you get me, bro. You get me, bro.
So what I'm trying to do here is that listen to what you guys are saying. I'm learning here. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, cool. Let me go off now. Yeah, cool. So I got a few things. So let me start off, and I'm gonna say, as a man, you need to maintain the polarity of your relationship. And what I mean by that is, like I gave an example 10 minutes ago about masculine man, feminine woman now, yeah? You need to maintain the level of sexual attraction in your relationship. Don't allow yourself, because you've been in a relationship with your partner now 1 year, 2 year plus, that you're going to dull the relationship. You need to still live at the fullest side of your edge. So what that means is, how you got her is how you keep her. So if you got her because you was in your most attractive state, you know what I mean, you was looking after your body, don't now get into a relationship and fall off and grow a beer belly or fall off and never go back to the gym. You know what I'm trying to say? Maintain the sexual attraction in your relationship to make sure that she's still attracted to the same man that she saw the first time. Now she's seeing it 3 years later. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I also think like that can come through excitement as well, though. Like find a way to have excitement in it.
Yeah.
Like that's why I obviously haven't got a girlfriend yet, but I see things I love now. Yeah, is taking her on dates. Yeah, even when you're with her in it, like because you see man, yeah, they're putting all the effort before they get her. Like when they got her now, yeah, they kind of like
fall off,
and that's how you kind of reduce that kind of
sexual attraction
kind of thing. Yeah. So even treating her like you're still trying to get her. Like I'm saying, like even one thing that I loved, yeah, it's a bit cheesy in it, but I thought that's cold. Steve Jobs quote in it. He goes that it was a nice quote about how before he died in it, about his wife in it, about how like she swept him off his feet and his feet never turned since in it. Like, and that's how they kept their excitement in their life, yeah, where she swept him off his feet, yeah, and his feet never touched the ground since, because they kept that kind of excitement in their relationship.
Kept the polarity. That's what I'm saying, man. So, but hey, next gem, yeah.
This guy's just reeling them off,
bro. I've got 7 times, bro. I haven't read this book 7 times for nothing.
I like how, because this is different. Look, it's not usually what I chat about, yeah, and even like, you know, look, what I see you might chat about, but it's good. I feel like these conversations, yeah, aren't really spoke about enough in it. So
and I want
these are things you don't really hear in it.
100%, and I feel like we should do more on this type of.
You kind of stay away from the relationship.
Yeah, but we should. Let us know in the comments if you want us to start talking about this as well, man. But another thing I want to say is, speak to your woman in her language. And what I mean by that is, like, generally speaking, not all, but generally speaking, men tend to be more logical, women tend to be more emotional. And as a result, because like you said, we're both the same in different ways, yeah, so that means that because we're all logical men now, we react and respond to things from a masculine perspective, which is logic. However, you can't do that with a woman. The way you would react to me or I would react to you is different to the way that we both should react to our women now, because you're reacting to logic with logic, to masculine with masculine, but you can't react in a masculine way to a feminine woman. That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm trying to say? So what I mean by that is, speak to your woman through her language, which is emotion. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Don't be afraid to. I see enough guys like, yeah, man can't do this in front of the babes, or man can't do the show much in front of the babes. No, but what you would really be doing is boosting her attraction into you, because you're talking to her in a language that she most
emotional intelligence, innit?
Don't be that guy who, oh yeah, my girlfriend did this and that can't run because you're reacting the same way to that situation as if it was a man them. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If it were one of your friends, if like it was Tay, for example, for me, but no, I'm looking at my woman now and be like, cool, I'm talking to her in her language. She's reacting emotionally to me, so I'm not going to hit her with facts and hardcore logic, because that's what I would do with the masculine energy. But because it's a feminine energy, I got to talk to her in a language that she understands.
That's why emotional IQ is so key in it. And I feel like a funny kind of meme, like, which kind of illustrates this, yeah, is that, you know, when you get that thing, yeah, where like you're talking to a girl now, she's upset with you in it, and you ask her what's wrong, she goes, no, I'm fine, you know, there's nothing in it, but you know that nothing's wrong in it. But as men, yeah, we're like, oh yeah, like, I don't like how you said that about me, innit? But as girls, they won't let you know, because they're, you know what I'm saying, so you got to find ways here to kind of maneuver that, rather than saying, okay, cool, well, fine, bye then. If you love that girl, you want to find a way here to maneuver that situation, innit?
Yeah, strong
facts.
I've been that guy still in my past still, like, a girl will say to me, oh no, there's an issue, and when I ask you what the issue is, you say nothing. I'm like, alright, cool, say nothing. You said it was nothing, but really that's not how you're meant to deal with the situation.
Or even when they're saying, oh, like, do you want me to come over? And you're saying, like, do you want to? Like, they ask you, do you want me to? Like, word.
You gotta be like, I want you. Yeah, literally, man.
I'm too powerful still, I can't lie.
But cool, man. On the way out, man, because this has been a strong episode, man. Love that book.
This episode here, I've been on the listening side. I ain't even been trying to talk. Because obviously I read the book only one time. The gems that you guys have dropped, heavy still.
Heavy, man.
Make sure you guys take them in.
Definitely. And also, guys, before I even get to the gems, but yeah, comment below, man. Interact with us, man. This is not just like a thing where you watch, bro. This is a community. Do you know what I mean? You're one of us. You are someone who's energized and charged up the same way all three of us are right now. So interact with us, man. Get involved. Make sure you're commenting below. But before we wrap it up, man, the last gem I'm gonna drop is choose a woman who chooses you.
Yeah.
And I swear down, out of all my quotes I have in my room, that's the biggest one there, and I look at it every day, because as a man, it's all good for you trying to chase a woman, which I personally don't believe you should be doing to a certain extent anyway. Match the energy. Choose a woman who chooses you. You can be putting 100% of your effort into a girl who's giving you 0% back. What's the return on investment in that? Nothing. Or you could invest heavily into a woman who's trying to invest back into you, giving you a greater return on your investment. So choose a woman who chooses you.
I'm gonna double down that one, because I feel that's a game changer still. That's the most important thing about the whole book, when it comes to finding a girl in it, and vice versa. And I feel like finding a man chooses you as well in it. But for men, choose women that choose you. That's so key for so many reasons in it. One thing is the book mentions now, is the first one is now. Say you don't, and you manage to get her, like that girl that you've been chasing for long, you finally choose you in it. You're like what, her 5th, 6th option. Why would you want to be? I don't even want to be second option, let alone 5th, 6th.
If it ain't number one,
even exist.
If it ain't number one, it's none.
Of course, innit? So and plus, like she ain't the one that's done. So like, of course, the book says like, why would you want to be the girl that kind of puts you kind of thing? But also, it's a thing of what did the book even say again, fam? It was saying how she will just put up with you. She won't love you, but she just look at you as like, there's no other men left in it. So the kind of love will be
he's
different.
The fallback option.
Definitely. And I'll be real, for me personally, I feel like it hits different for me when I'm talking to a girl that actually likes you back in it. Like it's so much more fun, bro. Like me talking to a girl now, it's just now, I don't do that, but that's dead, bro. Like I can't say what I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have the same conversation that I want to have in it. So and you won't get the same. You won't be the same asset in your life, because a girl that actually like values you, she'll move a certain way to add value to your life, innit? So if you choose a girl who's just with you because like you're her 5th option kind of thing, you won't get the same value as you would from if a girl you're her first choice option, So I feel like 110%. The foundation to picking a, because one thing final thing I say is men will look at a girl and be like, girl of my dreams, she got like this boy that I'm looking for, she got this mindset, girl of my dreams, innit? But she's not though, because she doesn't want you. That's got to be part of the criteria. When you're choosing a girl now, her wanting you, it's got to be the part of the criteria. I can't just be, therefore look for all the other stuff, the mindset, the emotional IQ, all the other stuff now,
But does she want you?
But also, part of the criteria must be, is this girl interested in me, bro? And that should be the foundational piece. If she's not, bro, like one thing the book says, is that women are abundant, bro. There's girls everywhere in it. You'll find the right girl for you, but you won't find her by chasing a girl that's not interested.
We're not rapping now. I'm sorry. I'm actually so sorry. This book's got too many gems. We're not wrapping up. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta jump in. What you just said, oh my days. This is another thing I don't even know how I forgot. Let me tell you something on a serious one. When it comes to relationships, and looking for a partner, men need to start thinking like a woman. And what I mean by that is, women are the most abundant species when it comes to mating and trying to find a partner, etc. Because girls know, oh my days, if this one guy is not providing me with what I want, I know that there's 5 other men who's gonna add me on socials or try and move to me in the next week, day, 6 hours plus. Do you know what I mean? They think abundantly. They think, oh, it's cool. If this guy's not giving me 10 out of the 10 things I want, he's only giving me 4. I'm not gonna settle, because there's gonna be another man tomorrow who's gonna find me and pursue me, who's gonna give me 9, and then the one after that is gonna give me the 10 I want. Do you know what I mean? However, men think from a position of scarcity. They think, oh my days, I've got 3 gal who are on me, I need to go and laying down or do this or chop all of these girls right now because they might not be there next week. You're not thinking abundant, my bro. Think, even if I've got 10 girls interested in me right now, if it's not the partner that I want, if it's not fulfilling me with what I want at the time, I'm not settling, because I don't think from a scarcity mindset as most men do. I'm thinking from a woman's perspective of abundance. Just because there's this 5 girls or 2 or 1 girl that's on me now, if it's not what I want, I'm not going to settle, because I know that I'm thinking abundantly. Next week, the girl of my dreams or the girl that's going to tick all my boxes is gonna come. She's out there.
But you got to stretch this on podcast a little bit longer still. Even that, because even what you said there, because I feel like same way you said it, like it's true, you got balance as well. What the book said, is that don't look for a wife that's got everything in it. Like in a day, as I said earlier, girls aren't perfect in it. So although you got your high standards now, understand what you really want in it, and understand that your potential wife, because she's human, she might not have every single last thing, but understand what is important to you, kind of thing in it. So I think that's also important. It's like ambition and gratitude. We said earlier about how you want to be ambitious now, but also have gratitude as well. You want to have high standards now, but also not unrealistic to the point where you're looking for someone that doesn't even like a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? But also of that, the reason why it's so important to have those standards of what you want, is because, bro, I saw a graph the other day now, on Steve Bartlett's Instagram, innit? He said, graphs of people you spend most time with in your life, innit? And at the bottom was unfortunately parents, at the bottom, work colleagues were like second top, but the number one person you spend the most time with in your life, is your wife, bro. Obviously yourself, bro. I see. Go. Other than yourself, also, it's your wife, innit? So like that decision you make, could be one of the most important decisions you could ever make in your life, innit? One last thing I'll finish on, one quote my dad said, funny quote in it. That's Nigerian now, innit? And he always asks you, he always says a quote in it. What's the difference between finished and complete?
I knew it there still.
Yeah.
What's that?
When you got the right wife, you're complete. When you got the wrong wife, you're finished. Obviously, like,
that's a joke.
Big up my dad. My dad's a real one with the store, but
that's proper still.
So yeah, man. So just that's and final thing Jem wanna say as well, yeah, is because one thing done to this podcast a lot, yeah, is with the book stuff about how you know, how you can take value from them in it, but also you got to get level 1 now, yeah, of actually pick that step, yeah, to actually want to buy a book kind of thing. Same with talk about girls now, yeah, but you got to get to the point where you're working yourself first in it, because that way you can actually be the man that your girl would need in it, or so a girl that to be a man that you can be an asset to your girl wife in it. So one thing I want to say to men, yeah, to finish off, yeah, is focus on yourself. You're working yourself now, yeah, build your confidence, and as you build your confidence now, yeah, the girls come as well, because girls, from what I've heard, they lack ambition, all these kind of stuff in it. So when you're showing, yeah, that you're confident, you're a man of ambition, you're a man of high emotional intelligence now, maybe you make a bit of money, you will the right girl for you will come into your life, innit? And that's one thing that I found, I'm saying that's one thing even with my finding myself, yeah, is that I'm attracting the girls that I wanted to attract before, and because of the fact I'm working myself. I'm not talking about looks, I'm talking about the mindset, bro. Like when I started putting out content now, yeah, of how I truly feel, yeah, and what my mindset, the way I think now, yeah, I attract girls now, yeah, that I think the way I think in it. Before, yeah, I might be attracting good looking girls now who didn't really like
have much substance up here.
I don't really care. Like honestly, people say they don't care about looks, yeah, but I feel like I really don't care about looks that much. You know, I feel like I'm such a deep individual, yeah, such an emotional individual now, yeah, that I'm more attracted to emotion, kind of thing. So before, if a girl might be attracted now, yeah, if I couldn't chat to you, because one thing about me, yeah, which I really look for, yeah, is a girl that I could be myself around, innit? And if I can't talk to you how I want to talk to you now, yeah, I'm thinking I want to talk about, yeah, I can't be myself around you, innit? So now I'm attracting girls now, yeah, who I can be myself around, because they're seeing my content, they're seeing the way I think, and they come into my life, yeah, knowing the type of person I am from the jump, innit? So
that's why content's so important. You know what I'm saying? To put your voice out there.
Exactly, bro.
Start attracting the people that are similar.
That's so true.
There's girls, friends, business, all that stuff, innit? So yeah, man, focus yourself first, yeah, that will come as the right girl will come as a result, innit?
Strong. A little gem that I would leave, I'd say, you touched on it already, just find your purpose. I feel like every man needs to have a purpose. Without your purpose, you're not really a man, you understand what I'm saying? So take the time out to figure out what you want to do in life and stand on it. Put your purpose before any relationship out there. Yeah, that's my gem still.
For me, boy, I dropped plenty of gems in this episode, but the one overarching thing I would say, this is for the men. Just choose a woman who chooses you. I ain't even gonna elaborate, just full stop. Choose a woman who chooses you.
Really got into that still.